Sister, do you think we have a strong family resemblance?
Honey, distant cousins, perhaps. We do fly like birds of a feather, so I think we are family.
This week on Drag Race, the queens do pass go, do collect $1,000. Oh, wait, that's all the male dancers that got that money. But the queens get to make over the pit crew dancers from Drag Race live in Las Vegas.
The boys are serving body, muscles, facial hair, but the queens are ready to turn them into ladies.
Workroom shade, a walk-off in heels, even a straight man in drag. We are checking all the boxes this week.
Will Plain Jane emerge as a winner yet again? Will Q be plucked? Will Sapphira finally get a taste of what the bottom feels like?
And will our diva doll, Morphine Love Dion, sashay away?
Yes, that all did happen because the episode came out 6 days ago. But we're going to talk about it right now.
On an all-new Race Chaser.
M.
Oh.
M. Mom!
Race Chaser. Woo-hoo. Race Chaser. Yeehaw. Race Chaser. Woo-hoo. Race Chaser. Yeehaw.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, and welcome back to Race Chaser Au Courant, a podcast dedicated to the discussion, dissection,
And dissemination
of every single episode of
RuPaul's Drag Race.
Starting from the very beginning.
This is the beginning.
My name's Alaska. What's yours?
My name's Willam. Just in case you don't know, there are full video episodes of this podcast, Race Chaser, available behind the paywall at Mom Plus Gold. And the free YouTube channel still gets a taste, so go hit that up too. And don't worry, we look beautiful if you can't see us.
It's cute for a taste, but not for a swallow.
I like to swish it around a little.
I do sassy, I don't do bitchy.
Play with it. No? Okay, never mind.
No, I mean, that shit's for show. That's performative.
They love it.
It's performative.
They love
There's a
it.
performance aspect to that, you know, I mean,
I love it too. I love RuPaul's Drag Race also. Last week on this fine program, this fine Emmy-winning program, the girls pressed their faces into the pit crew's chest bellies to make t-shirts, and the queens starred in the new design show, Bathroom Hunties, where they got to show off their design ideas with
still
Michelle.
hate that name. Oh,
Yeah, I thought.
it turns my stomach.
Did you think House Hunties would have been better?
Yeah, Hunty is, you know, one of those words that's just like, we don't really say that. It's like people say that, drag queens like say that. We don't really say that. We maybe did for like a 6-month period.
I think we say it when we make fun of other people.
When we're making fun of people doing drag speak.
Honey, okay. Lazunja Royale Extravaganza.
Lazundra.
Uh-huh.
Yes. And bathroom. Don't put bathroom in the title.
But you know, they were trying to impress those crazy Germans. Michelle Visage and Carson Kressley and their bathroom humor.
That was last week.
Yeah.
That was last week.
And after they served chains on the runway, Morphine and Dawn were in the bottom. Plain Jane and Sapphira won the challenge, and Morphine bodied Dawn to the lip-sync Body by Megan Thee Stallion.
Sure.
Now we're at Drag Race Live Makeovers, episode 13, season 16.
And then there were 5. Dawn's lipstick message is one of my favorite lipstick messages I've ever seen. It just says, bye, XO, Dawn.
She broke it.
Succinct.
Mm-hmm.
You, girl, I love it. That's fierce to me.
I think it's great. All the queens say, can I be honest? Because that's her catchphrase. It needs to be on a shirt.
Sure. Are they allowed to do any kind of merchandise they want? Or is there limitations?
I wouldn't be surprised if WoW decided to do some limitations now that you've suggested it. I'm surprised that they already haven't gotten a cut, you know? I mean, if...
I think they're allowed to do whatever they want.
Probably. I mean, wait, WoW probably is getting a cut if the Voss girls produce merch.
Just Voss girls?
Well, Voss is connected to WoW, I feel like.
Yeah.
Somehow. You know.
Okay.
By the way, what's her name? Morphine has new merch, and it's got her body look on it, and it's sickening.
It's so
It says
fierce.
Morphine the body, and she's fierce. I met her this weekend in San Diego.
Oh, she's
Live.
your hero.
Live, so
What a
beautiful.
bitch.
This season for me. It's the M's: Morphine, Mirage. Sphere ain't got an M, but she's my sister.
Safira posits that the lip sync was cute, but it was like a Chihuahua versus a pit bull. As far as, you know.
I mean, T.
I mean, it was Morphine's performance
Yeah.
for sure.
Now, Morphine thinks that she shattered her clavicle, and then she points to her groin. Do you think she means her coccyx or her, because that right there is a clavicle.
That's a clav.
That's a clavicle.
Clavicliana.
Right there. That's a
This
clavicle.
bone. This bone. This bone.
A
These are my
clavi-
bones, Diane.
It's also what's known as an advanced upper cum gutter,
Oh,
because it can also pool there.
It can.
After you play
I
with
can
it.
store it.
Yeah, then you let it come out of the side of your mouth and go, and then you play with it in a little pool in your clavicle. They love that.
And the musical instrument that's two
yeah.
sticks
The musical instrument that's two sticks.
that you knock
I
together.
can really go for a lifesaver. Oh, good.
Oh, God.
Perfect.
Give yourself life. Wait, a musical instrument with two sticks, a drum?
The wood blocks? Oh, clav.
Clave.
Claves.
Oh, I ain't never heard of that.
The claves.
What happened to a trumpet?
Pump it like a trumpet.
Like Tia Coffee with her trumpet.
Shock it to me, daddy.
What bone do you think she meant? Clavicle, coccyx? What's
know that your coccyx? I don't know.
what's the bone? Pelvis? You think she meant?
Maybe, yeah.
And I don't know how she could have shattered anything with all that cushion.
Honey, the bee is BLing
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
Sophia realizes that now she has 4 wins, and
She
she
realized it.
No-
Oh my
she-
god.
oops 4.
I lost track, but
So many.
sounds good.
Oh my god. She knows she's going to be in the top. She knows. We all know. We knew when she walked in.
Plain explains her emotional arc. She says, last week I was vulnerable, and this week I'm ready to be back to my bitchy self. Thank you.
Thank you, girl. What were we going to do?
It's just like explaining the arc. That's like if Bianca Del Rio was like, well, last week I was nice to someone to show that I have depth and personality, but this week I'm going to be bitchy now.
I get it. I really understand. I'm thankful that she's explaining it because sometimes you can't tell if she's being nice or a cunt if you have your eyes shut.
She's always being a cunt. And we love that about her.
I don't think she's a cunt because she lacks the depth and the warmth.
Oh,
She's very surface, I feel like.
okay.
She's explaining what she's doing just so nobody can like misunderstand. She's like, now I'm a bitch again. In case you didn't know.
I remember that how sort of reviled she was at the very beginning of this season. And I feel like that has softened a lot. I feel like I'm like, no, I like her. I'm like rooting for her a little bit now.
She's gotten funny for me.
Yeah,
She's making me laugh,
funny,
and that's what makes me like her.
and we know her more, I feel like, throughout the show. So yeah, I like Plain Jane now.
Yeah.
See?
You didn't like her at the top?
No.
Oh.
None of us did.
Well, I was getting a lot of comparisons to her. People were like,
Really?
"Oh, you don't like her because like you did the same thing." I was like, "No, I don't think she's funny." Like,
Right.
but she's also letting girls borrow stuff, something I did.
Sure.
Winning challenges, something I did.
I do it so
Much better than you. The next day, the girls come in for RuPaul's Drag Race Monopoly. I love this.
Honey, if you got a product, you might as well place it.
Now, do you think this is a dig at me? Nymphia pulls a card and says, "Your self-help book helped no one. Go directly to jail."
Wait, I was thinking of that. Is that about you?
Do you know who had a self-help book that was #1 on Amazon for 26 weeks straight in the
RuPaul?
self-help section?
You did.
Yeah, I didn't even know Suckless was going to be a self-help book. I thought it was like comedy, but when they classified that, it was #1.
It's a direct dig at you.
I really feel it.
I love that.
Me too.
And it goes straight to jail. Like, that makes sense.
I've been to jail.
Yeah.
Battery of a cohabitant.
Suddenly frightened.
I feel like those little thumbprint cookies. I left my mark.
You did. I feel like that was definitely a you. Because who else has written a self-help book? Michelle Visage, kind of.
That only helped herself.
Michelle Visage. So
was
it's
the
either
diva
read on
rules.
Michelle or you, or maybe RuPaul. Like, because RuPaul has written Guru and
House of Hidden Meetings.
and maybe like, oh, it didn't help anyone, so that's why you go to jail.
My book helped. I taught people how to stay out of jail, like how to beat a DUI, how to get rid of cold sores. My book is Bible.
You're a Bible girl. Bible.
You have a book coming out too, I saw.
Bible. What?
You don't?
Oh, it's a magazine.
You have a periodical coming out.
Yeah, it's called A Book Of, and they do like a magazine where it's all one, they focus on one artist for the whole thing.
Well, I'm glad I won't need a subscription.
well, you should because they're really good.
I'll buy yours.
They do good stuff.
RuPaul enters the workroom and she tells the girls. What?
I hit the wrong sound.
What did you hit?
RuPaul enters the workroom. Caw, caw, caw.
Plucked.
You're plucking the bird now?
RuPaul enters the workroom, and the guys come in pants and shoes.
Mhm.
So this can't be the pit crew.
No, this is the Drag Race live dancers.
This is some Thunder from Down Under looking shit right here.
One of them was in Chippendales.
They look amazing.
Yeah, they do.
And then they tear off their pants for the corresponding color.
I love that. And there's no green. No green panties.
Well,
No green panties.
Michelle hates green.
Mhm.
She couldn't bear that.
Nobody wants green in their panties.
This is so fun. I'm so glad they're doing this.
Yeah, the girls get to be next to some fine men. Morphine gets the man that she wants, and his head is just cocked to the side. He's like, "Me? What's up?" And Morphine's bussy is en fuego.
Sure.
She loves it. She's like, ah! She's happier than winning a challenge, which she hasn't done.
Ooh. Damn.
What? Am I wrong for saying that? These are just like numbers. It's a numbers game now. Everybody in the room has won a challenge except for Morphine.
Yeah.
Some have won 4.
Sapphira and Plane Janae, their guys ripped their pants off at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Blue and red. Whew. This is these boys. Shit.
I mean,
Ooh. I don't even know if I can thread a needle.
Never seen you two so flustered.
Look at them. Look at their thighs.
yeah, no, it's crazy.
Ugh.
It's crazy. They're amazing. They're
crazy.
specimens
Send me to
of,
the institute.
You know,
I live it.
they're sickening. They look great.
Yes, they do. RuPaul reveals that the girls are making over their partner to do the Drag Family Resemblance Challenge.
Yeah.
And they'll also have to choreograph a partner dance with the original choreography to show off for the judges.
And we're going to get into it after this quick break.
The new Star series Mary and George, starring Julianne Moore and Nicholas Galitzine, tells a story almost too outrageous to be true, but shockingly it is.
With next to nothing to her name and looking to elevate her social standing, Mary Villiers sets her handsome and charming son George on the path to seduce King James I and become his all-powerful lover.
You've never seen a mother-son duo like this before. The show is full of wit, scandal, action, and did I mention Julianne Moore?
Yes, God. Something this audacious and sexy is as genre-bending as it gets. You won't be able to look away.
Mary and George premieres April 5th, only on Starz and the Starz app. I can't wait to see this. I saw a preview. It looks fierce.
Yes. The girls are starting to sissify these faggots, okay?
They're not all faggots.
Well, they will be after this challenge.
They definitely will be.
Homosexuality is taught and earned. It is not just something you're born with.
No,
It must be cultivated. It is contagious.
I mean, I think it can be if you're lucky.
Because Nymphia doesn't clock that her guy is straight.
She does not.
First.
I get it because you're like, oh, this is a safe space. Why would a straight man be in here?
Yeah.
And then she does, and it's like I was tagged a bunch on Twitter this week because Lux had said something about her first introduction to drag was me making over this YouTuber named Shane Dawson, who's since been canceled like 10 times more than me. And he had the nerve to look into my pretty green eyes and say that he was straight. And I just gave it right back to him. And I was like, no, you're not. You're a faggot. What are you talking about? Blah, blah, blah. I'm painting your face right now, girl. He's like, no. I was like, your boyfriend? He's like, no, I have a girlfriend. I was like,
Wait, is he straight?
oh, he was at that point. He was hiding in the closet.
Oh.
Because she needed to get her YouTube bucks, I guess. But like, he was like, no, I'm not gay. And I was like, you're gay, Mary. And of course, he came out a year or two later. But Lux and Plain Jane both said that I was their introduction to drag. And when
The doors you've opened.
when you see someone willing to do drag, you automatically think homosexualidad.
Homosexualidad.
You don't think heterosexual. So the fact
No.
that this man infiltrated our ranks.
Shimfiltrated.
Yes.
Is that offensive?
No, I'm not offended.
My apologies.
Now,
to our listenership. Our listenershims.
Nymphia's man is fine, but Plain Jane's man, Nick, he's also fine, but he looks like a beefed up version of Dawn. Do you remember Dawn?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember Dawn's college picture they showed?
No.
It was very that. Dawn's college picture was like young twunk.
It is. He is Dawn's twink death.
Definitely.
When she,
Dawn on a cycle.
Right. When she hits 40, takes steroids, and begins the process of bulking.
Mm-hmm.
Then, yes.
That's her.
That is her.
Nick says he wants to be a hot, sexy slut, but he has big, white feet. In my head, he could have just said slut pop.
This is slut pop.
Because that exemplifies everything that Plain Jane and Nick end up. Slut pop.
I love that the girls are like, so what kind of queen do you think you are?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, perfect. Well, you're going to wear the outfit that I brought for this challenge.
That's great. Yeah.
Tell me, what do you envision? Okay, good, because I have an outfit.
Morphine, they show her 3 different times saying, I'm an MUA. This is my challenge. This is what I do. 3 different times.
That's foreshadowing. That's forecasting.
Yes.
It's
almost 5 casting because it's very evident.
Storms in the clouds.
I wonder if the girl that's talking a big game with no wins will go home. Now, if she was to go home, at least she has something beautiful to look at because her man, Miguel, ooh, baby.
Mama.
He is hotter than a platter of fajitas.
I'm just glad that they are doing this angle with the makeover challenge. I think it's really cool that these are people who are performers. So that aspect of it is like not a worry. It's like these are people who know how to fucking get on stage and serve it and turn it. And that makes the challenge so much more fun, I think.
I think it's brilliant self-promotion, but I'm also like, where's the biggest fag of them all? Where's David? Is that his name?
Who?
The one who wins the pageant every night in the Vegas show?
I still have never seen the Vegas show.
You haven't?
I know.
Oh,
I can't
let me
believe
explain
it.
the Vegas show.
Spoiler alert, I guess David wins.
The Vegas show is this great show where you're supposed to be in an episode of RuPaul's Drag Race on stage and all the girls lip sync and stuff. And then at the end, all the girls are declared losers and they let one of the chorus boys win. And it's David Ratcliffe.
Oh, okay.
So a friend, we love him, but also the girls changed the ending to where it was a who cares? And Rue and the girls and the executives saw it and they were like, who changed the ending? And they're like, we did. They're like, you're changing it back. So the girls every night are called losers in their own arena, which I think is shitty. But it's very, apropos.
Well, losing is the new winning.
And that's
said
the
that?
finale number.
Just because Leland wrote that into a song does not make it true, darling.
But it's one of the main songs in Drag Race Vegas, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's not one of the good ones.
The finale.
Well,
After they all lose.
so, okay.
I think it's a cheap ploy just so they could get their songs in there from the TV show instead of actually putting on a good show. Like,
Well,
I don't-
I've heard that the show is great.
It is great. 85% of it's good, other than the Just the Mirror song and the losing is the new winning.
I love Just the Mirror.
Why would a girl want to be called a loser at her own show?
I walk in the club, I go straight to the back.
I just don't get it. But these guys are great and smart that they're promoting the show.
So smart
Yeah.
all around. And they're just like very nice to look at.
Yeah.
And they have performance talent. And they're kind of sissies anyway. So, like that one queen with the heels, she's just like,
Oh, she's
watch
turning.
Me work. Watch me work.
She walks better than Q, they're saying, and she does.
And indeed she does.
Well, yes. Nymphia is talking to Jonathan about who his favorite queen is, and of course the straight guy says Plastique. Bitch,
She has crossover. She's a crossover crossy.
you know why. You know why. All them fans and them panties.
And those fancy cars in the garage.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Q is confident in this challenge because he has 2 design wins. But she feels that Sebastian is potentially too timid to pump in heels. But then she's pumping all the way along. She's talking. She's a queen, Sebastian.
She is.
Yeah.
Most definitely. The girls do a walk off and kakaraki kaku.
Mm-hmm.
Later on, Nymphia, there's always the beat about tucking in this episode.
Yes,
and
there
I
is.
think Nymphia knew that and was like, I'm going to take it a step further and I'm going to do a visual aid.
Camera time.
Mama, she knows how to get the camera in her direction when she wants it.
Mm-hmm. Now, Morphine's tuck method, I've never heard of this. Wrapping tape around the base of all of your junk and then pulling it back that way so no meat can escape. No. This is a good way to twist your vas deferens into a pretzel baby.
Hey,
Girls get that twisted nut thing down there,
yeah.
and that is not to be played with. That is one of the worst pains in the world.
Yeah.
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 So don't tuck like that. Don't do it.
So the proper method is the balls in the cavity
Yup, up.
and then just like flat down over the
Balls in the cavity, and then you can take the empty sack and wrap it around the dick.
like a burrito.
So you don't get tape on the
dick.
end. You can get tape on your dick, but getting tape on the end of your dick,
Not
that
a pleasant
hurts.
feeling.
That
yeah.
hurts and it pulls and it never feels good. So I would tape burrito and then tape back like that. But Morphine, she's got her methods to her madness and it works, I guess, for her. But I just would not want to see it after the mangling.
But to all the would-be queens out there, this is also not necessary. I have never put tape on my fucking genitals in my whole life.
I have put tape on her genitals in my life.
We tried
We
and
tried.
it just wouldn't work.
No, there was no room in the overhead compartment. Her overhead compartment is
No.
severely limited. It's like one of those puddle jumper flights overheads where it's just
Right.
like the little slide above the single row. That's what you got.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got caverns and caves.
Yeah. The other options are like they have gaffs. That is basically like a tight, flat thing that sort of mashes everything and also puts your balls into place and holds everything in place.
See, what I do when I wear a tucking panty is I do the same thing, but I have the panties at my knees, and then I pull them up as soon as everything's up there
Yeah.
and like yank it back.
Yeah.
Or you can
Snatch
get
the cat back.
snatch the cat back. Yes.
Or you could just wear a bunch of pantyhose and it kind of sorts itself out. That's what I do anyway.
Or wait, what's Delta's thing? Dicky Doo?
What's Dicky do?
I think she's got a method called the Dicky Doo.
What is it?
It's like fuck, I can't remember it. It's like when you don't have to because if your body sticks out further than your dick does, then your dick do.
Yeah, if your belly sticks out further than your dicky do, then you don't need to tuck.
There you go.
Yeah, so there's many options.
There are many options.
And also, you don't need to tuck if you don't want to.
No, you don't have to.
Because-
I mean, look at Venus from Canada Drag Race. She said, "I'm the untucked wonder, bitch."
Mm-hmm. She did.
And she won.
Just letting them know.
Some girls have dicks.
Pay more for
Deal
it.
with it.
Oh.
Yeah, pay more for it.
Morphine disagrees with, we already talked about that. So RuPaul does a walkthrough now, and Saphira's up first with her lovely daughter. She tries to name her Hyacinth Crystal. Why wouldn't she name her like Ruby? Because the dress that she was going to be wearing is red. Like
Right, it's a different stone.
a hyacinth
like a
is like
sapphire.
a hyacinth is bluish
flower.
purple, like this color.
That's a flower, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And her daughter is going to be wearing like red, orange, yellow,
Yeah.
supposedly. So why would she be a hyacinth?
Ruby
Is
is
red
red hot.
Yeah. I was like, it's got to be ruby or garnet or something like that. But then RuPaul's like, no, make me laugh. Call her Shakira or Sequoia. And Saphira does that.
Anything that pleases RuPaul, just do it.
This whole interaction is very pleasing because RuPaul finds out that Mark's from San Diego, where RuPaul grew up.
Yeah.
And there's this whole thing about being a young gay man in San Diego and how his bone structure knew he was gay before he did.
Yeah.
And it's a nice moment. Nymphia chose the name.
RuPaul seems ready for lunch in this conversation, though, because she is from San Diego, and I knew that. And then watching the conversation, it's like you would never know that. RuPaul isn't like, oh, I'm from San Diego. RuPaul is just like, how was that like growing up in San Diego? Oh, good. Okay.
It gave me that also, but I didn't want to criticize RuPaul like that.
I'm not criticizing. I'm just observing. Like, she literally is a gay from San Diego. And she doesn't mention that.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
It's okay.
She doesn't. Now, Nymphia chose the name Juanita Wind because they call Jonathan Juanita backstage in the dressing room.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Shanita.
Jonathan said
Shanita
he
Bobby
got
Pin.
into dance because he took a month off from sports and his mom signed him up for dance when he was 14 in Puerto Rico.
And it was over.
Juanita has danced for Yada. She's danced for Jessica Wilde. She's danced for all the girls, probably Queen Bee. No, she's in Vegas dancing for the girls.
Morphine and Miguel, Rue asks, will Miguel be showing ass?
A Dion always shows donk.
Does she end up patting him or?
I think it's a little bit of padding, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it seems like
'Cause I don't know how that would have been.
I don't think he's quite that rotund.
Rotunda Watts. Morphine.
Q and Rue. Oh.
No, that's fine. I was just saying that Morphine has lied to her man, saying she was winning challenges when really she's been in the bottom.
Wait, she lied about that?
Yeah, she told her guy, she's like, RuPaul, I've been telling him I won. So let's just stick with that story. But Ru told the truth. And Sebastian is this shy dancer that that Q has.
Mhm.
And RuPaul tells Sebastian a real monster's gonna emerge. The Shy Girls, do they turn into monsters?
I think we all turn into monsters a little bit.
I think I'm more palatable in drag. People like me
Yeah?
better.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Well, no, is that what you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think people are happier to see me when I'm in drag.
Okay.
Because I look great.
Well, I think you always look great.
I think you're right.
I find you palatable at all states.
I think I find you platypus.
We're the most palatable podcast on the air, really.
I think we're both palatable puss podcasts.
Palatable puss. Pat the puss. Pat the palatable puss.
Flame Jane tells RuPaul, that Nick's name Lazy Susan almost kills RuPaul. She's just dying laughing.
Funny.
Just dying. Ru is ready for this transformation. Remember that magazine, Transformations? If you know,
Were
you
you
know.
on cover?
No, I was on the cover of Girl Talk,
Oh, okay.
which was like a sister publication to Transformations.
It would have been my dream to get on any of those magazine covers.
Well-
that shit's so fucking fierce. That was like
You were too young, honey.
I was too young. I was
Missed
just
it by like a
starting.
year or
I was
two.
Busted.
Yeah, you could have been in the back pages, not the front though. You probably sold them at Circus of Books and saw all this.
Yeah.
Ooh, don't get in my camera, bitch. The choreography on the main stage. These dancer boys, they got shoulders to match them thighs.
Oh, I fell asleep during this part.
It was great. Saphira's was trying this giant geo dress thing, trying to make it work, and she couldn't even do the electric slide in it. So she's like, "We're gonna have to regroup. This is not working."
Why didn't they just let them do a dancing outfit and then like a walk outfit?
More work, more time. They want to film these episodes in 2 days. So many reasons why they wouldn't have done that.
She throws that dress clean off the stage.
With 80 pounds of Swarovski, she says, "Fuck this." White dress, chucking it on the side, which reveals her signature
her dance biscuits.
Leducums. These shoes are ugly.
Oh.
And Saphira starts to scramble, kind of. They show her wondering, like, how's this going to work?
Yeah.
What am I going to wear? What am I going to do? My daughter, not without my daughter. And then the next day, the girls start the shearings. We're going to take a break.
Yeah, let's take a quick break.
Shave a couple minutes off.
Yeah.